Hi there, today I'd like to show you how to crochet the waistcoat stitch in rows. This is also known as the knit stitch, and it's worked up using just single crochet stitches, which is really nice. So you don't have to learn any completely different stitch. The only thing with this is that the single crochet stitches are placed into a different spot, which I will start to show you when we get to row 2. But to begin, you will chain any number of chains that you'd like, with the last one acting as your turning chain. And you'll single crochet into the second chain from hook and all the rest of the chains across. And you'll need to do this loosely because it will get really hard to place your single crochet stitches in the different spot that we'll need to if your work is really tight. And that is really, really hard for me because I naturally crochet tight. So I'm having to, as I'm speaking, remind myself to not do this so tight. So when you get to the end, you'll chain 1 and turn your work. Okay, so chain 1 and turn. And here's where we're going to start doing things a little bit differently. Let's go over where we normally place our stitches. Where we normally place our stitches is right underneath the V. Okay, so if I turn this, we can see our V, or the V of each stitch, right? So where we would normally do our stitches is right under here, and under here, and under here. That's underneath all of the V's, right? So we are going to place our single crochet stitch for the first one and the last one in the spots where we're used to doing that. So your first stitch will go underneath the V, and your last one also will go underneath this V. Okay. All the single crochet stitches in between will be worked between the legs of the single crochet. So if I can get this in here correctly. So you'll place a single crochet through here and through here and through here until the end, in which case you'll place it under the V like you're used to. Okay, so let's go over what that looks like here. So we chained 1 and turned, right? So the first one, we want to work underneath the V like always. Now the second one, we're going to find the legs, which are right here, and we're going to work our single crochet in between those. And I have to remember to work this single crochet loosely as well. Okay, then once again, we get to find the legs and we work underneath those, between those. Single crochet. Okay. Here's our legs. Also, you can think of it as crocheting underneath this bar right here. That's another way to think of it. So let's get our hook in there. And single crochet. Then once again, find the legs, crochet between those, or crochet underneath that bar right there. Okay, again, between these legs right here. So I'm going to place my hook between the legs or just underneath that bar. Work my next single crochet loosely, if I can remind myself of that. Okay, all right, next one, between the legs. Crochet our next single crochet between the legs. Okay. Now we are at our last single crochet. This is the last set of legs. We are not gonna single crochet between those legs, okay? We're gonna crochet our single crochet like normal because that'll help keep our edges of our work nice and neat, okay? Now that we're to the end, chain 1 and turn. And one thing I wanna remember to point out too is to keep track of your stitch count, because you don't wanna end up with more or less than you're supposed to. Okay, once again, we single crochet like normal for the first one and last one. So underneath our V here, I'm going to place my single crochet underneath those. And now for the second one, I'm going to find the legs and single crochet between the legs loosely. It's mostly a reminder for me at this point. Okay, there's the legs, okay, of the next one. Place my hook between the legs. Single crochet. Okay, do it again. Okay, and again and again and again until you get to your last single crochet, or you can also think of it as the last set of legs can be your indicator there. You will place your single crochet in the normal spot. Okay, and then pretty soon you'll start to see, you can actually see it a little bit already, you'll start to see the waistcoat stitch coming into the picture here. Let's see, I've got 2 single crochets left, so I'm going to do my last waistcoat stitch into this one here. Now, since I'm at my last one, I'm going to place it underneath the V like we always do. So I'm not going to go between the legs. I'm going to place it where we normally place single crochet stitches and pretty much every other stitch, right? Okay, so I'm going to do this one more time. Chain 1, turn. Once again, place your first single crochet underneath the V and your last one as well. And all the other stitches in between, you'll place the single crochet between the legs. So first one goes under the V like always, see? And we'll go between the legs on the second one. Okay, and between the legs on the next one. Okay, between the legs on the next one. So you're getting the idea. So I'll quickly get to the last one, and then we can, I think I'm crocheting tight again here. Okay, so then we'll get to the last single crochet and place it underneath the V like always. There's my V. So I'm not going to do the legs. I'm just going to place it there. Okay, so by now you should have caught the repeat. The repeat is chain 1, turn, place your single crochet in the normal spot for the first one, work the waistcoat stitches on the ones that are between the first and last one, and then your last single crochet should go underneath the V like always. Okay, so here we can see where the waistcoat stitch seems to be showing up now. So I hope that it helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.